Okay, so I decided to do a talking video, and the subject is going to be about having a strong sense of self. Why is a strong sense of self important? Well, you only have yourself in life. I mean, there's a couple other anomalies that will come into play, but at the end of the 24-hour day, you only have yourself, and you cannot guarantee in this lifetime that you'll have anything other than maybe your family in the next 10 years, except for yourself, be it if you're alive then. But you never know what's going to happen, right? So what exactly is a strong sense of self? A strong sense of self is being established in who you are, what you are, and where you're going, and why you're going there. Why do you want to go there? It's important to have a strong sense of self because at this point in your life, you probably realize that life is not easy. Life is not easy, and that doesn't make life any less wonderful than it is, but it also kind of washes away a little bit of the whimsical, innocent nature of life. And I'm not telling you to lose that kindness, that sweetness, that sense of wonder in life. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that, or else you're gonna be grouchy. But having a strong sense of self is going to be necessary because a lot of people have goals. You have goals, I have goals. And see, the difference is that people often feel that they're competing for something. And that just comes down to economics and sociology and socialism, where people might think that you are in their way of getting something that they want or need. A lot of people are very competitive. And there's nothing wrong with being competitive, but there is a difference between thinking that you have to better yourself in order to get something and thinking you have to get rid of somebody in order to get something. Now, I'm of the philosophy that if you better yourself, you will get whatever it is you want. I don't think you have to step on anybody in order to get what you need. There's no need for that because whatever is meant for you is meant for you. Likewise, stepping on people to get to where you want to go is bound to get back at you, because eventually someone's going to come back who's going to be stronger than you. There's very little to say that you're the strongest person in the world. If you believe that, kudos to you. But you really need to establish for yourself that being whole in yourself, and that doesn't mean that you have everything in life yet. Like, very few people have that. Few people will ever have that, if you ever have that. But really establishing who you are and what you are will actually help you get you much farther. It will actually give you a sense of happiness. Because, let me just be very frank with you, happiness is really not based off of materialism. Now, having material things are very nice. I like material things. We're living in a material world. Don't get me started. I'll start singing Madonna. But I will start singing Madonna. But some boys kiss me so. Okay, let me stop. This is really not about the video. But what is sense of self? Like, what would I describe for myself to kind of give you a good point of reference? Well, I think I'm intelligent. Do I think I'm the most intelligent person in the world? No, but I do know that I value intelligence. So I know that I value actually educating myself. I know that I value learning from other people. Because see, the thing is, if you think you're so smart and you think you can't learn anything from anybody, you're actually not as smart as you think. Because everybody has something to teach you. And that's not to say that you have to learn the hard way where someone gets over you, or you have to sit down and be quiet because somebody calls themselves an expert in a specific field. But it does actually mean that you have to try to listen in order to absorb something that you might not know or might fit with what you already know, because it'll get you much further. So I guess one of the things that I think makes up me is my intelligence, and I have that very strong sense of self that is established for that, be it through testing, be it through conversation, be it through even praise from other people. So I mean, like, there are different things that will help you establish what it is that actually makes you, be it from just your self-knowing and your self-desire or outside sources. But the most important thing is actually to establish for yourself that this is who I am. I also think I'm a beautiful young woman. I know that I'm a beautiful young woman. I don't need makeup. I like to wear makeup. But I established that for myself. One, because I know that inside I'm nice to people. I know that I'm good to people, that I actually care about people. I know on the outside I get compliments often. I take pictures. I'm a model. And I know that my sense of beauty doesn't have to come from being perfect. It doesn't have to be that. I know that I feel like I can compete at any level. I feel that if there's somebody walking down the street that's completely done up with makeup, wearing the best clothes, I think that even now while I'm dressed like this, I can compete. And I know that I can because I know who I am. I know that the outfit doesn't matter. I know that the hair doesn't matter. All of those things help, but I know that if I care for myself as a beautiful being, then I am a beautiful being. And my features match it too. What else? Sense of self. I know that I am very aspirational. I know that I'm very competitive. I know that I always push myself to challenge myself. So I don't take the easy way out. And a lot of that has to do with the reason why, the reason, point being, that I think that I grow more from challenging myself. I don't think that there's much growth. I mean, there's certain things that maybe taking the easy route is beneficial, but me personally, I think that I evolve the more that I allow myself to test myself and allow myself to be tested. I allow sometimes for myself to be tested by others because I know that this person might feel powerful in this state of testing me, but the person who actually passes through the fire is actually the one that's stronger, right? And again, why is this all important? Again, because people are going to try you. People are going to think that they have to go against you. And I'm not, you could be that individual. You could be exactly the type of person that I'm talking about. And the only reason I even bring up this monologue, is that I've been around seniors. I've seen life progress. I'm still relatively young, but I've noticed that some people who win today don't win tomorrow. Some people who are winning today don't really get far afterwards. And the ones who are getting passed up seem to be the ones who actually have like a nice steady end close to the end of their life. Now, I'm not saying that having a strong sense of self is going to make you a millionaire. Although in many cases, if you go do your research, it actually turns out that it is true. But it does help. It does help make you grateful for where you are right now. It does make you aware of what you're doing. Having standards for yourself. And even those that you keep around you, because it does rub off. And that was something that I wish I had learned a little bit earlier. I had been taught that, but when I became more independent on my own, I thought that I was so strong. I guess strength is one of the features I've defined myself, but I realized there's something else that's considered strength, and I think being smart comes along with that, because you can actually be proved to be stronger. Kind of like, you've ever heard the term water wins? When it comes to a fight, I think it's like a Chinese or Taoist, definitely an Eastern philosophy about how you want to be like water, because it's malleable, it's strong, it can drown you, it can wear you down, and it can in very few cases can it be struck. And so I thought very much of myself like that, and I thought that even if I kept people around who weren't going towards the same direction as I, or didn't have the same drive and goals, I'm not going to be affected by them. And I like them as individuals, but it does end up kind of rubbing off, and you end up finding yourself, you might be helping them. I feel like I helped inspire a couple of them actually to become better individuals, but I didn't gravitate and find people who are a little bit stronger with a little bit more standards, and I learned from that. But I guess that's a long enough post, because this is going on 9 minutes, and I want to finish my walk, and I don't need you guys getting an idea of where I walk. So, okay, bye.